Good evening. Welcome to Northbeat. I'm Meghan Roberts. We begin in the Yukon, where residents in Watson Lake say they need long-term care options. It comes after a story from CBC last week about a couple in their 90s from Watson Lake. They've been forced to live apart because the only long-term care available is 5 hours away in Whitehorse. That has residents wondering why there isn't a facility in their community. The mayor of Watson Lake is the latest to weigh in on this discussion. Chris McIntyre has more.
Before the Watson Lake Hospital was designated as a hospital, the space was meant for long-term care, but that never happened due to structural issues with the building. In 2022, the Yukon government said it would place 2 long-term care beds in the town's hospital. Last December, Yukon's health minister claimed the town wanted the plan to be put on hold. Chris Irvin is the town's mayor. He says he nor council ever opposed having beds or increased healthcare services.
Stating that that wasn't the comment from the municipality, that might have been misconstrued from comments throughout the community. I think the impression that I got from the community was that the 2 beds that were suggested to be used at the Yukon Hospital were not sufficient. Not that we didn't want them, it's just that that isn't the solution that our community is looking for.
Irvin says many longtime residents of Watson Lake are now seniors. He says a quarter of the population will face a similar situation to Evelyn and Lloyd Kostick. Married 75 years, Evelyn now lives in Whitehorse because there are no long-term care options in Watson Lake. Irvin says it's simply unacceptable to split up families when they're so vulnerable.
Ev and Lloyd Kostick have been a part of our community for the entirety of their lives, and great, upstanding citizens that can't stay at home. Nobody wants to be separated at this point in their life after spending that much time together, and it truly is heartbreaking.
Yukon's Health Minister Tracy Ann McPhee says the government already funds 4 long-term care homes in the Yukon, 3 in Whitehorse and 1 in Dawson City. She also said that the government could expand long-term care to other communities. Irvin says whether it's beds or a brand new facility, anything is welcome. Chris McIntyre, CBC News, Dawson City.
The Northwest Territories Union of Northern Workers is accusing the territory of trying to open all healthcare jobs to agencies. The union made the accusation in a recent update on collective bargaining with the territorial government. Luke Carroll explains.